Guys, I am just over the moon at my most recent Casio watch acquisition. This is one of my childhood dream watches. I remember as a kid lusting over some of these digital Casio watches, like the GG9 golf game watch, which I owned and totally regret not holding on to. Who knows what happened to that gem. Or the Casio J50 Running Man watch, which I'm going to show you in a couple weeks. But this watch is the Casio twingraph 2 AE-22W. This is a watch that I've never owned until now. I found this one in near mint condition, and I just had to pick it up. I absolutely love it. Let's hop in and take a look at some of the features and also check it out on the wrist. So as you might know, I'm quite fond of these digital analog watch combinations. This is kind of the best of both worlds, where you have the digital display and then a digital representation of the analog hands. So it's great for a quick glance or to know exactly what time it is. The twingraph series from Casio came along in the late 80s. I think the first one was made in Japan in 1988. This twingraph 2 AE-22W was made in 1989. It looks big in photographs, but this is actually a pretty small watch. It's about 32 millimeters in diameter. Lug to lug, it's about 40 millimeters. And it's about 7.5 millimeters thick. It sits really well on the wrist. And it's super lightweight. You can't even tell you're wearing it. It's great. There are actually a few distinct versions of the twingraph watch. There's the AE-20W, which has a square analog dial in the top left and a seconds counter in the top right. There's the AE-21W that has two circular dials at the top for time and seconds. There's the AE-22W, which you see here, that has a unique curved bar at the top for seconds, including a square analog dial that displays the time. And then there's the AE-200, which is the same as the 22W, except it has a stainless steel band. All models visibly count the seconds. You can see here how the curved LCD bar goes up to 60 in 1 second increments. There's also two time displays that alternate between time, date, and dual time. And then down at the bottom, there are 4 indicators for alarm, dual time, timer, and stopwatch, including the alarm and hourly chime indicator. Alright, in time mode, the D button alternates between 12 and 24-hour time, while the B button up top switches between time, day, date, and day, date, year. So, interestingly enough, Casio really didn't think too far ahead with this watch. So when you go to set the year, you'll notice that when you go past 2019, it circles back to 1980. Kind of a bummer. But luckily, dates repeat themselves every so often, so come 2020, you just set the year back to 1992, and your day date will still be accurate. It's a unique quirk that's actually kind of charming when you think about it. This watch has 5 alarms and a customizable hourly chime that will sound at whatever minute you specify. You can cycle through the alarms with the D button. And then here you have the hourly chime. You can of course turn that on or off. So check out this sick animation when the alarm goes off. The analog dial flashes like a radiation warning, while the curved LCD flashes in tandem. I mean, that is super cool. So dual time mode displays both the local time in the small window along with whatever time you choose above it. Obviously, it's a great feature for frequent travelers, having both time zones on one dial. And then over in timer mode, we've got this set for 1 minute. The curved LCD goes backwards while the analog time dial counts down as well, with tenths of a second displayed in the small window. The animation is a bit different from the alarm displayed, more of a sunburst pattern. Again, super cool. And of course the stopwatch mode, where you have a little marching ant over the curved LCD, and the dial increments one little pie slice for every second. I love it. Alright, so let's check out this guy on the wrist. So as I said before, this watch is super lightweight, very comfortable to wear. Fits really well. I've got a 6.75-inch wrist. So this watch is super rare. It's really hard to come by. I kind of waited a while to pull the trigger on this one, but I had to do it. I don't think this is an original band, but nonetheless, this watch is in near mint condition. Leave some comments down below. I would appreciate a like if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to the channel if you like my content. Have a good one, and we'll catch you next time.